Quick tips. Hey, and welcome to my new mini-series, Recording Quick Tips, where I want to show some inside info about anything recording, mixing, and producing related. It's not going to be any tutorials or like big videos. It's just going to be small things where I just give some tips and stuff that makes my life easier, stuff that I maybe notice and like other people's or beginners mixes that are common mistakes or that I think are common mistakes that could be improved upon. So especially for the beginners, maybe there's one or the other tip here that helps you. And if not, well, video should be short enough to just ignore it. So today let's start with basic guitar recording tip. Might be common knowledge to some, but a lot of people don't know it, I think. I get a lot of questions like, in a 412 cab, or do you even need a 412 cab in the studio because you're close micing a single speaker anyway, which is true. You're usually just close micing a single speaker in a 412. It still sounds insanely different from a 112. Like all those 412, like here, a couple of 412 cabs just behind me, for example. All those sound really different from each other, even though most of them have got vintage 30s in them. It's just the dimensions and the way they are made that makes them sound quite different. And not only that, it's actually all those individual speakers sound really different from each other as well. So here's my first tip. What I usually do is I put a SM57 in front of each one of those speakers and make sure to use the same SM57, not 4 different ones at the same time. Because just like speakers, 57, for example, a dynamic mic in general is essentially a speaker in reverse, so they get subtle differences as well. So what you want to do is get one of your SM57s, put it in front of like the first speaker in your cab, and reamp a short bit. Then do the same for the next speaker, the third and the fourth one. What's essential here is to get exactly the same spot. So what you want to do is mic it like straight dead center, because that's something you can recreate for the next speaker. It might not be the perfect recorded tone, it might be a bit fizzy, you might want to move it a little bit to the side later, but for now just put it dead center, because that way you can use the same position for every speaker. So record a quick little clip for each one of those 4 speakers, and then listen back, do a blind test and see which one you prefer. So now you found your speaker, now you found your favorite speaker in that cab. What I do, and that is a really simple trick, but it saves my ass all the time, especially since I got so many cabs that I sometimes can't remember which one I preferred, or which speaker I preferred in each cab. So what I do, I just get a little bit of duct tape and put it somewhere here in the corner. So in that particular cab, that speaker is my favorite. That's the one I'm miking. And I often even go a step further. Let's, for example, check out that Soldano cab over there. So here's the Soldano cab. Let's just take the front off. So here I went a step further. Here I got 2 speakers that I really like. It's the top left and the bottom left one. They sound really different from each other though. So what I did is just to put a little bit of, again, tape on here and wrote like the characteristics of the speaker on there. This one says creamy, dark mids. So this is one I really like for leads and like the MIDI creamy stuff. The bottom one, which also sounds really good but really different, says old school, big, barking, notch resonant at 603 Hertz. So this is actually a bit more detailed than I would usually go. But I really like the speaker because it's got this kind of scooped old school death metal tone. And so it's quite the opposite from the top left one though. And both are vintage 30s, by the way. So this one sounds really good, but it's got a nasty spike at 600 Hertz. And I usually want to notch that. So I just put it on there, like the little tape thing. So those would be my first 2 tips, or 3 actually. Try to find the speaker you like best in your cab. Put a little sticker on it so you're able to remember which one it is. And if you get more than one, like this one too, for example. Just put a little sticker on there. He did it differently. Like here, I just, the bottom right is clear and tight, the top right is clear and bright. So little notes for yourself so you can actually remember why you preferred which speaker. So that concludes the first video. There'll be more about all sorts of stuff. Might be guitar setup, might be drum tuning, it might be mixing advice, whatever. It's not going to be detailed tutorials. Other people do that really well. I don't want to make this a business. I just want to help out beginners with like quick tips. So if this helps you, make sure to hit subscribe, maybe follow me on Instagram, and try to get the best killer tones you can.